Good morning. My name is Mrs. Santiago, and today we're going to be discussing Courtney and her transition from high school senior into college. That is a big transition for her, and I know that we will be able to get through this together. Courtney has been diagnosed with Asperger's, and in this, she has gained a particular focus in certain subjects, those subjects particularly being art, English, and history. She loves those subjects. She could talk about them forever. However, because of this strong focus that she has on these subjects, math and science have been pushed to the wayside. And my field being particularly in math, I want to help her be able to incorporate that math into what she loves. And in doing so, I hope to bring her into the math scene and show her that math isn't as bad as she thinks it is. Now, particularly she struggles with remembering the formulas and working through the equations. She has a hard time doing that, and I just want to help her incorporate not only her focus, but her need for visual and kinesthetic learning. She needs to do things when she works in order to learn it, and I wish for her to be able to do more in math. Currently she's in Calc 1, and this has a lesson twice a week. The main goals for this class is just that she watches the lessons, does the assignments, and turns in the work on time. These particular goals, I wish to help her learn responsibility. A lot of times your focus in one thing can get drawn to another, and especially with her, she always wants to veer back to what she loves. And a lot of times we just have to put blinders on. We've got to focus, we've got to be there. And being able to make sure that she's doing all these things, watching every lesson, doing the assignments, turning in the work, that she's focusing on what she needs to focus on. And ultimately, this will teach her the responsibility that she needs in college, because no one's going to be behind her back, pushing her and prodding her to do the work and to get focused and to come back to us here, and no one's going to be doing that. So I want her to learn that before she gets there. As you can see in some of her work, she has turned in late assignments and not particularly been getting very high grades. And I just wanted to say that in this, if she needs extra points, have her do the work on a pen with pencil and paper and scan that in. She can get extra points for that. Also, some more accommodations for her is there's no time limit on the homework and the test, so she can take as long as she needs. If she needs to sit down and write the problem out, she can do that. If she needs to sit down and just think about what she's learned, think about how it pertains to the problem and everything, she can do that, because she's not going to have that time limit on her problems. Also, we've been monitoring her progress. We can see that where she's been and where she's going, especially with the test. She did score higher on the test than in other areas of the homework, so that was a big plus. I was very proud of her for that. One of the things that I wish to help her with, I have 3 ways to help her with being able to incorporate these problems in what she loves, and being able to help her help herself. Because I know that when you get to college, it is a lot of helping yourself. It's a lot of do-it-yourself things. And I want her to be able to really hone that and really learn that in just a couple months that's going to be her life. And to not be scared by it, but to know that she's had practice in it, and to know that she can do it, and she is more than confident in doing so. The first way is peer tutoring. In peer tutoring, this is a way that when she's doing the work and she's writing those things out, as I mentioned prior, that as she's writing, she can keep those papers Yes, scan them in for points, but keep those papers and take them with her to her once a week meeting for the homeschoolers. In that meeting, find a person who is working on the same track that she is and sit down so that they can both focus and they can give her knowledge that maybe she didn't have. They can help her focus on, well, I didn't really understand that, and now you open that for me. You made me understand that. And just through that peer interaction, it will not only raise her social interaction, but it will also reinforce her need to do, her need to work. I feel like in working with a peer, she can really, really reinforce that. Secondly, is a straightforward approach that I love to use, and it's called ESS. Equation, substitute, solve. A lot of students have problems with starting story problems because there's a lot of numbers, there's a lot of words, and we don't really know where it all fits in, where to start with all this information. And equation, substitute, solve just gets them started. Once you're started, then that gets the ball rolling. That gets things moving, and we can move from there. Also, I wish to activate her prior knowledge. A lot of times in Calc 1, the basics get forgotten because we're learning new things. So things like distribution and how distributions with x and distribution with numbers is the same. You do the same process. Also with domain and range. There's a key phrase that we use for domain and range. Range, how high, so why, that coincides with the y coordinate plane and the x coordinate plane, and domain being x is where's my plane? In x. Domain, where's my plane? In x. So these particular scaffolding ways can help her start the problem and just not get stuck on that basic stuff that so many students get stuck on. And lastly is inquiry teaching. And that's incorporating her love for art and her love for history and bringing it into math so that she's not solving these math problems just as math problems. She's solving these problems as events in history, how they built the Forbidden City, their blocks and everything and such. It will really help her. I really wish to help Courtney move forward into her walk, into her bachelor's degree in art so that she can achieve her goal in being a concept artist for Disney. I really know that she can do it. I really know that she can really, really excel. And I really want to help her do that. I hope that she implements all these things. And I hope that she can do all these things and they will help her. I hope to see you all again. And I hope you have a good day.